Ladies and gentlemen, this episode of The Tiger Pit is brought to you by Unplugged Essentials. Hemp is at the core of their innovation. However, not all hemp is created equal. Instead of using either isolated CBD or cannabis oil, which are the most popular cannabis-derived products out there on the market, they have infused their soaks with water-soluble hemp-derived phytocannabinoid-rich powder. This way, they make sure that their products take advantage of the several hundred bioactive components present in hemp. They make no compromise in quality whatsoever and ensure each batch is lab-tested and 100% THC free. You can find them on Instagram or Facebook, or you can go to unpluggedfloatessentials.com and get yours today. And if you use the promo code The Tiger Pit, you get additional 10% off your order when you go there. We're also brought to you by Knock My Legends. Knock My Legends celebrates the heroes, legends, and icons of Muay Thai and kickboxing. Their mission is to create art in the form of apparel that honors each fighter's contribution to the sport and the art that we all love. They have a great selection of shirts and other gear and accessories that highlight the greats from the sport, from the past all the way up to today. It's great gear if you want to pop a little style while you're training, or if you're just a fan of Muay Thai and want to represent the culture. You can go to knockmylegends.com as well as Facebook and Instagram and check out what they have. And when you're ready to buy something, enter the promo code The Tiger Pit for an additional 10% off your purchase. Again, that's knockmylegends.com or knockmylegends on Facebook and Instagram. NAKMUAY Legends. We are also brought to you by Athlon Rub. Athlon Rub is the next generation in performance and recovery for all sports. It is a new approach on the traditional Thai oil formula, founded on a time-tested formula and enhanced through proven ingredients. Made in an FDA and ISO certified lab in the United States, it's certified and continually tested by Informed Choice to be free of banned substances, performance-enhancing drugs, and cross-contaminants. You can go to athlonrub.com and take a look at all the products that they have available, read testimonials from users, and see what everybody else is saying. And when you get some things in your cart, you can get an additional 10% off when you use the promo code The Tiger Pit. We are also brought to you by Diplomatico Rum. Diplomatico is distributed in over 80 countries around the world. It holds the Ron de Venezuela DOC and is recognized as one of the finest rums in the world. They have 3 different ranges for your tastes: traditional, prestige, and the distillery collection. You can find them online at rondiplomatico.com. That's rondiplomatico.com to learn more about who they are and find out some of the history behind one of my all-time favorite rums. We are also brought to you by the Stepping Razor Barbershop at 952 Flushing Avenue in Brooklyn, New York. The Stepping Razor leans into the realm of the classic 1940s American barbershop without being stuck in the retro vortex. They specialize in American classic traditional haircut styles and shaves, but they can do a whole lot more. You just got to ask them. Tell them what you want. You can check them out on Instagram at The Stepping Razor Barbershop, or you can go to thesteppingrazor.com and book your appointment and get yourself looking good and feeling good. And lastly, we are brought to you by the Dojo NYC at 1082 Cypress Avenue in Ridgewood. The Dojo is a fully equipped martial arts training center specializing in Cobrinha Jiu-Jitsu, traditional Muay Thai, and MMA. Whether you want to go and just get a good workout or compete at a high level, it's a great place to train. You can go to thedojonyc.com. That's thedojonyc.com. Check out their classes, their instructors and programs, and even sign up for a free trial class if you want to check it out. That's thedojonyc.com online and thedojonyc on Instagram. All right, we made it. Our guest on the program today is a bassist, producer, multi-instrumentalist, and painter. He's also the man responsible for me moving to New York on 7 days' notice. You've heard his bass playing on records with groups like the Wu-Tang, RZA, Ghostface Killah, Vybz Kartel, Popcaan, Lee Scratch Perry, Higgins Waterproof, Black Magic Band with TV on the Radio's Tunde Adebimpe, Living Days, and is a longtime collaborator with bassist and producer Bill Laswell. He's also the man behind his sci-fi dub noir group, Helio Parallax, and his record Station of the Lost, which he wrote, produced, and sang on. He and I had a group called the Peacemakers back in Milwaukee in the 90s, and Danny was the first person that he introduced me to when I got to New York 20-some-odd years ago, when we were making music as Zionics. I could go on forever, but I'll let him speak for himself. So, without further ado, please welcome to the Tiger Pit, Mr. Josh Wrener.
On the next episode of Adventures in Edibles.
It's a Bavarian and a Polish guy.
Okay, we'll start the podcast right here. It's 9 o'clock. It's dark enough. I'm putting on my ninja suit.
That's the part, right? You gotta get into your head.
Now you're struggling with your words.
Check the Yelp reviews. I'm sure they have like 4. It's amazing.
I was trying to get that out, and I had a hard time struggling in my head.
They just see something they don't recognize, they check out immediately.
I had a point.
Coming to the stage.
I've heard this many times from different sources.
You didn't even know me when I was hanging out there.
That sounds like such a burnout thing to do.
Tiger Pit.
Cheers, gentlemen. Cheers. Dude, WKRP up in this bitch. You guys remember that? You're
Cincinnati.
old. You guys are old. You remember that shit.
I do remember that
Living on the air in Cincinnati.
Who was that dude with the mustache? With the,
Howard. What
yeah.
the hell's his name?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's when like a real dirtbag look could get on
Yeah,
TV.
totally.
Everybody loves man.
It's like full. And what's the name?
Nobody looks like him on TV anymore.
No, Schneider.
What was Schneider?
He was the super on.
Oh, that's right. The super on.
One Day at a Time.
Was
I
it?
think. The one
My
with Valerie
sisters-
Bertinelli.
Yeah, my sisters would watch that. Tom Selleck even shaved his mustache.
They were like, "Time's up. You got to get rid of that mustache, dude."
Just recently, he looks crazy, man. He looks like Darth Vader without the helmet on. He drinks too much. He went like full Republican. He probably just drinks and shit.
Chuck Woolery went nuts.
Oh, really?
Just Chuck Woolery
Yeah, it's
fucking
just-
went bananas.
Why? Yeah, what the fuck is he complaining about? Yeah, sometimes they surprise you.
Where you coming from?
My house.
Okay.
Okay, show's over.
All right, that'll be it. Thanks for coming.
No problem. Yeah, I live a couple stops away on the L. I figured I'll take the train, be like a New Yorker.
That's brave. I never do that.
It was so much quicker. It's like $20
I know.
cab ride.
It's so much quicker. Dude, seeing me on the train is like fucking...
Oh, yeah.
Who
That's like Bigfoot.
yo, that's what John said. John one day was like, seeing Danny Zion on the train is like seeing a Yeti.
Yeah, you never. Last time, I swear it was before the towers fell. It was the last time I saw you on the train.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty close.
Just not to get dark. It's right
It's
before
pretty
the
close.
towers.
You know,
came down.
the few times that I have taken it, though, I always see somebody that I know, which makes it even weirder.
That's because
a weird
everybody else is always
on it. But I always run into something, I'm like, fuck. And then they're like, you're on the train? What are you doing on the train? I'm like, oh, man.
You got train shamed.
Train
Totally.
shame. Thought you hated the train, man.
It's true. I hate it. I take the train, I get an eye infection.
That's weird. You should stop putting your face in the seats.
You're not supposed to do that?
Yeah,
No.
Oh.
You get on and you just rub your
I
eyes
thought that
on the
was-
pole. That's not how you ride the train.
Oh, man.
I wouldn't ride the train either if that's how I thought you were supposed to.
This is how you hold on, right?
Face plant right on the seat. Ugh. Yikes.
Man, right when I moved to New York, I was catching. My brother lived uptown. I was like sleeping on his couch while I wait for his fiance to fall asleep, and I sneak in, sleep on his couch, and leave. We pulled it off for like 2 months, then she found out, and she was pissed.
Wait, where was she when? Where were you when she woke up?
I'd be out before then. I go to school. Yeah.
Crazy.
This is the 90s.
Yeah.
And I remember I was so tired, and I was coming home, and I had to sneak in my brother's. And this is when I first got to New York, so I didn't think before I sat, and I just sat down right in some bum piss. Oh, like those plastic seats. It was just full of urine. I just sat down. Oh, and the whole train was empty, and I took the last seat, and everyone was just like, New York, no one warned me. I was
Yeah,
like,
nobody says
I wanted to
anything.
kill everybody on that train.
Oh fuck, man. That sucks.
I was like, right when you sit down, you're like, I sat and pee. Like it just
No. Oh god.
probably high alcohol content on that pee. So
Dude, I
so
love.
it's
probably
cleans-
disinfected.
It's
Yeah,
more of like a Lysol than it is.
it's
urine.
more. Yeah, it's more like rubbing alcohol.
I love that Instagram page, the Subway Creatures. Oh my god, that is amazing.
I gotta get that shit.
That's amazing.
Really?
We gotta tag you in that shit.
Do you guys?
It's great.
Look at that one, Kook Slams.
Yes, I do
It's
see
just
that.
people
One. Yeah.
trying to surf and bailing
Yeah.
so hard.
We got to add Josh on the thread.
Yeah. The thread.
Oh,
The
who's
thread.
on there?
It's
Guerrero?
me, him, and Harvey. That's it.
That's it? Oh,
That's
yeah.
it.
I'll send you
The thread.
The thread.
the golfers doing things.
Oh, yeah.
And there'll be like somebody teeing off, and
And
then
someone's
somebody
like-
just runs them over with a golf.
Oh my God.
You showed me the one where the guy hits the bullhorn right in his back. And he's just like,
I think we might end up drinking more than our share.
I hope not. That would be really disgusting.
what?
That's a leader, man.
To finish that off?
Yeah.
I worked out last night. I drank like 30 beers. I was
I'm
like, I
ready to
gotta
go.
get warmed up for this shit. I went out with an Australian. That means you just, you're gonna hurt. I went out with an Australian.
Ooh, so exotic.
There are multiple Australians.
They have an accent, right?
I've never met an Australian before.
What's someone from a different time zone like?
You speak very good English for an Australian.
No,
Oh god,
They're
this got out of
shagging
control.
people.
This got out of control.
We went
quick.
straight to silly.
we haven't even
Let's
smoked
get-
a joint yet.
Let's
know.
get serious, guys. Shit.
Oh, man, I'm psyched you came, dude. I'm psyched we had you on here. That's
Oh
awesome.
man, I've been hearing about it. I've been a little jealous.
I know. Well, we had to
Yeah,
practice
I
our
was
chops.
Yeah,
before we
we
had you
had
come.
I was like, so there's a podcast, huh? Cool.
We were just doing push-ups and sit-ups and stuff before you came.
Yeah, I was curious. I was like, wait till I get the call.
Oh man.
So you've been playing a lot?
I took 2 weeks off. I was in Wisconsin, so
Oh, I saw that you would live in the lake life.
I was living the lake life.
Being all cavalier.
Yeah, the first week was like, family time. My parents have a cabin. So we're fishing with the niece and nephew, teaching my, taking my niece for a drive. She's getting her license.
Nice.
And then week 2 was with my high school buddies. We were building these fires on the lake.
I saw that. I
Like,
saw
we
the photo
built
that
it-
you
we built
posted.
it-
How did it stay lit?
We had all these rocks, We had all these rocks. We built these like little Stonehenge things, and we're like, we sort of built like a wall for the waves, and then we get these fires going at night. It looks crazy because the
Yeah.
water's all around the stones. And
And
shit.
it's cool. They don't care. Like, there's no park ranger going to show up and be like, yo, what are you doing?
It's a big lake.
Smokey the Bear, like, hey.
It's a big lake.
Is that in Hayward or is
No, that was in Door County. Yeah.
There's places you can go in Door County where you're like, I'm not even close to civilization.
Yeah, I think the neighbors are probably just like, is that on the beach? It probably just looked like it was on the beach, but the meteor showers happened a little bit. It was pretty fun.
Oh, that's
Okay.
dope.
Pretty cool, yeah.
Yeah, I was just up in New Hampshire, too. I did the whole
Oh,
lake
nice.
thing, too. That was pretty cool. Yeah, it was good. The mountains and shit. Not really a mountain person, but I enjoyed it.
You're an ocean guy.
Yes, I'm totally ocean people.
I maybe have heard that. Don't ever take you somewhere with the ocean and a mountain. You'll be like, oh shit.
Does it exist? Does it?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Hawaii.
I guess.
Is it you're like one of those people that the mountains scare you? You're like, oh, there's a mountain. I had a friend. He was scared of mountains.
No.
Like, yeah, when he went on a tour, he's like, oh, these fucking mountains. And he's
Like
oh,
driving through them? Or
Yeah,
just
he's like, oh, here come the mountain people.
Not like a base, like mountain phobia, like see a mountain and be like, what the fuck? and
yeah, I
freak
think it
out,
was.
like-
I think it was just a fear of mountains.
Because driving through this shit sometimes can be like,
Yeah, it could be hairy, sure. No,
yeah,
I like,
no one's-
like up in Maine and New Hampshire and stuff where we were, it's like real dark everywhere.
Right.
Like there's like a lot of shade. You know what I mean?
lot of trees.
Yeah, there's a lot of
And
trees.
there's not
a lot of
light.
shade. I like it to be
There's a lot of
open and bright, you know?
Yeah, what if you get high enough? There's no shade and
I guess, yeah.
you freeze to death up there.
Yeah, it's like the timberlines, right? Like
Yeah,
once you
get-
get up a certain point.
Right.
That's
Right.
where you gotta go. That's where you
To the
should
top.
vacation. To the top. Let me tell you, kid, straight above the timberline. Only the best. Don't worry, there's gonna be no trees and no houses. It's gonna be great.
No people.
You're gonna love this glacier. I'm gonna leave you up there.
Never fails. There's a siren on every episode. It's multiple
Joey
sirens.
Diaz said it. He was
Send
like,
it off.
anytime you get a siren on the podcast, it's always a good one.
All right, we're starting early. What you been up to this summer? Just working?
I've just been doing a lot of, working for sure, cutting away and stuff, but a lot of beach, man. I've just been beaching it up. Total beach bum
Life's
style,
a
man.
beach.
Life is a beach, motherfucker.
Motherfucker. Life's a beach, motherfucker.
Yeah, no, I've just been chilling on the beach by the house and hanging with the kids, man.
That's great.
Yeah, it's been really
Well, you
good.
live on a beach.
I
now,
know, yeah.
So it's.
Yeah. So it's
hope
been really
you-
good. Yeah, Bill came down and spent some days
I know,
with us.
I know.
We
It was
partied it
cool,
up.
man.
How was the water?
It was
fucking
awesome.
warm, man. Water was
Was
awesome.
it?
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah. No, yeah. It's not cold like that.
Right. Yeah.
You know, it's warm. We hung out. We grilled.
Bill's got his own room there now.
I took him to a family party.
Shit, you went to a family party.
Yeah, a pool party.
Oh,
A family
shit.
pool
Yeah.
party. Yeah, it was jamming, dude. We partied, dude.
That sounds fun.
His cousin pulls out the bottle of grub, pulls some people around, and pulls out these beer plastic cups. And he's like, "We're not really doing shots, so I'm just gonna give everybody."
Yeah. He's like, I'm doing this once. I'm doing this once today. And he gave us like a
My
cup,
wrist hurts.
a cup
One
of
time.
grog.
Yeah,
You guys got shit faced.
yeah, that was good.
Yeah.
Nice.
Fucking nice.
Yeah, it was fun. I'm waiting for you.
I'm ready.
You're a fall guy.
Oh, I like
You're not
summer.
trying to.
I got sun this year. Look at that. For me, that's
You
like
are
a
the
fuck-
tannest I've ever
This
seen
is
you.
the tannest I've been since I was a child. Yeah.
Yeah,
You know?
you have tan arms right now. Well, they're like,
Well, for me,
yeah.
it's like a red.
Yeah, it's like red.
It's like a red. There's a little brown
like an
there.
auburn. It's like an
More of a
auburn
red. But yeah, no, it's for me that's pretty good. But I played so much soccer, you know. So even when it's cold, I'm getting sun.
Yeah.
So then when summer comes, it's not the extreme danger of burning to death.
Right. Yeah, you're conditioned for it. And
I remember back in the 90s, I took you to the beach with me once. Back in the 90s.
I was like, "Can we get some shade?" I was like, and you guys were like, "Why?" I was like, "Cause I'll die."
yeah, he was sweating, dude. He was sweating hard. I'm like, that's exactly what you said. Can I get some shade?
I was like, "You went to that part of the beach where there's just like, this is our favorite beach." There wasn't even a hut for miles. It
No, there
just
was
like-
no hut. It was just sand. man.
Like I
Just-
need to at least see a bar or a tree or a chair to hide under after a while because I'll just fucking get
you were like,
crispy.
are we gonna be leaving soon? I was like, nah, man, we leave at like sunset. You were like, I saw your face. You were like, oh shit.
I know I had clothes on and shit. Remember that? That was funny.
That was Scarborough Beach.
Was that when
Rhode
we
Island.
almost got stabbed in the junkyard? We almost got in like a
Yeah, I think it was the same
nasty
trip.
like junkyard fight. These guys really hated us.
Yeah, they didn't like us.
We
They
were looking for a
didn't like us.
radio for his like Toyota van. I'm like, how did I end up here? Like I was in the pits.
Why were you going with me? Like, why? We were
I was a
doing
loser.
something.
I had nothing to do.
No, but it's impossible that out of nowhere I was just like, oh, I'm going junkyard shopping tomorrow and you're coming with me. It had to be like on the way to doing something. I was just like, fucking, I'm going to stop in.
We had a good time that trip, but we were in there and those guys took a not liking to us.
Yeah, they did not dig us. And we went to, that was one of the junkyards we went to. There was one that we went to and I almost got mauled by the fucking bear Rottweiler
There
that
was
they
the
had.
fucking biggest Rottweiler. This Rottweiler was as big as this barbershop. This motherfucker had a chain like a fucking,
Dude.
you tie ships up.
Yeah.
This dude and he was like covered in this like dry mud. You couldn't see him. And also it was like, one just came up to Danny and all this like dry dirt fell off of him. And he just, boom. And like the chain snapped like,
Yeah.
and then he was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, he was real close to me too, man.
Yeah,
like
we
if
did-
I was like, a
that
little
would've been
closer,
over.
he would have got me.
damn.
Yeah. And
They
that,
were like-
that dog was looking for it, man. He was junkyard dog, dude. Like almost like you know it's a Rottweiler, but you're like, I don't even know. Are you even really a Rottweiler? You're like a
went to-
bear. You're like a bear dog.
We almost
You know what
got
I'm
stabbed by these two guys. Then we almost got eaten by a Rottweiler, all for a $20 Toyota
Which I didn't get. I don't think I
AM
even got
FM
one.
radio. And we never found it.
That's how old that story was. I was looking for a car stereo, dude.
Yeah, exactly. For free.
I remember that trip, actually. I picked you up from a gig, I think at SOB's at like midnight.
And we just had
And we just drove north for 4 hours
That's wild.
after that shit. It was me, you, and Abraham.
Yeah,
And we
yeah,
drove.
yeah. It was Burger, yeah.
Burger.
Burger, you know.
That's how I know you. I've known you for a long time. Call the dog Burger.
You had to sit in the back seat because Abraham.
Abraham was
Burgerino.
like, come on, I'm sitting up front.
Yeah.
He was the best, man. He's one of us.
I miss that
I remember
dog.
when he pooped on my floor. I was looking up because I remember I had the loft, and I was up there making a beat, and he was like, he's looking around, like moving his feet. I was like, "Don't do it." And he looked up. He's like, "I don't know. It feels like concrete." I was like, "It is concrete, but do not shit on my floor, Abraham." He started squatting. I was like, "Don't do it."
Boom.
Then
Boom!
Dropped
Just
it.
took a big stinky. I kicked him in the butt so hard.
That dog was something else. He lived with all our parties, hung out with us all the time, was at the shop. Oh my God.
And he wasn't like a wanderer around the parties and stuff either.
No,
he would
he'd just
like
chill
go
out.
and chill out and be like, oh, I'm gonna go eat something.
He didn't bother you.
And then
Yeah, he was cool. He had his tuxedo on.
Yeah, and he needed alone time sometimes.
He did need a long time. I would need a long time if I was a
He's
dog
so
hanging out with us
God.
too.
And then as he got older, I come on and be like, hey, what's up, Abraham? Hey, man.
Yeah, it's going down.
I haven't seen you in like 6 months. He's like, yeah, that's cool, man. You got any food? You got any food? I'm like, this is your house, bro. He's like, yeah, because I was looking for some food.
Yo, that dog
He
saved
just-
me one day though. He saved me from getting attacked. I'm telling you.
Right.
Yeah, that time period was crazy over there, man.
That was crazy, man.
Before all those condos were built.
It's crazy I still live over there. Like, it's so different, though. I feel like I don't.
That's a trip. Yeah, it must feel like it's not the same place anymore.
It's not.
Now it's like
really
a whole different place.
Once in a while, I'll have a memory, and I'll be like, oh, God,
Yeah.
it's so different. But
When I go there now, Williamsburg just feels like Manhattan. I feel like
Yeah.
I'm in like an extension of
exactly.
Manhattan. You know?
I feel like I live in Union Square.
Yeah, it's like the lower
A
East Side.
chill Union Square.
Yeah.
Because at night, everybody leaves. It's super chill at night.
Really? Is that over there at night? I never hang out there.
There's no nightlife now.
The only time I go there.
Really?
Really?
There's a lot of shops and stuff too, right?
Yeah, it's
The
all
only-
like day tourists, and then there's no like clubs. You
Well,
know?
the only time I go there at
Yeah,
night
there's
is
a
to
lot
go to
of,
like
like-
Brooklyn Bowl or something to see a show, but that's pretty much
that
it.
area is nuts.
Yeah.
That up there. But I'm on North First. I'm off of Grand, so it kind
Right.
of chills out on the weekdays.
Right.
Once the train goes down, it'll probably liven up a little
Ooh,
bit.
I'm gonna get a cheap.
That's
I'm gonna
true.
get a cheap apartment then.
You think so? You think it's going to drop down significantly?
Everyone's leaving.
Yeah.
Don't you think?
I don't know.
If you worked at Wall Street and had to take the L every day, or you worked in Manhattan and had to take the L every day, you'd be looking for an apartment right now.
There's gonna be
You're
80,
not-
I think 80 buses.
You're not going to be able to get to work unless you leave 2 or 3 hours before. No one's getting to work in a half hour.
The Williamsburg Bridge
No.
is gonna be a
It's going to be like
parking
double,
lot.
triple time.
Now we're full New Yorker talk. We're talking about the fucking MTA. That shit's closing down. We're fucked. Because you close one artery of the whole sort of, human body. It's a major artery. Everything's going to get
Fucked up. Yeah.
Everything is.
Yeah, it's true.
When they first started talking about that, like a couple years ago,
Yeah.
a lot of them came over to my neighborhood. All
Yeah,
that
no,
stuff.
you're good there. The J's going to be nuts. They
Right.
can't run that many J's and M's because they got the bridge.
Right.
Yeah, and 14th Street is gonna be a mess.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get a lawn chair and a six pack, and I'm gonna sit on Bever, and I'm just gonna be like, "You fucking assholes! You ruined it for us. Now
we're
I'm
ruining it
gonna
for
watch
you."
you suffer."
They did ruin it for us.
They did.
By the bus station.
That time,
being like, bought it $1, bought it $1. In the lawn chair, like.
What's Josh doing? Oh, he's selling waters at the bus
Water at the
depot,
bus stop.
living off his royalties, selling water. Whatever it takes.
pineapple chunks in a
I'm
bag.
never leaving New York. I got so many hustles right now. Selling
What do you
water.
need? Fruit, water.
Taking my new blue gig.
Baseline.
I give
Tour
you-
guide, clap guy. So what do you want? I got it. You tell me. You asked me. I
They
got
had
it.
a tour guide yesterday. I just got back in town. I'm walking down Barry, and he's talking to all these people, and they're all on like North 6th and Barry. And he's like, yeah. And he called it the meatpacking district.
What? What?
I just heard him. He's like, this was the meatpacking district. And I was like, what the fuck?
Oh wait, no, it's 6th and Berry because of
Tops.
Tops.
Yeah, it's not the meatpacking
No
district,
kidding.
though.
No, not at all.
That wasn't the fucking fish district. That wasn't the South.
Right, exactly. But it was the fish district. It was the fish
It
district.
was. My apartment was right behind that fucking.
Dude,
And all
how
they- yeah.
crazy of a setup was that? Like, that shows you what kind
Yeah.
of place that area was back then. Like, that was okay.
Fish, raw meat.
Like, super, like, just fish, man. The whole place.
the whole
smelled-
remember,
fucking
and remember, it
fish.
was just seagulls.
It was a
These
warehouse. of
Yeah.
Seagulls
fish.
would just come
Yeah.
down.
It
you
was
get home.
raccoons.
And then there was the concrete
There
yard.
was
The
raccoons, man.
Billy didn't want to come home because he was scared of the raccoon.
in Brooklyn. There was like weird, like coyote dogs too. They were like weird, like Brooklyn coyotes.
You know, Paulie always do. He'd be like, go home.
Yeah, yeah, totally. go. And
Go
they
home.
just kind of size you up
Like,
and they
I'm
look
out.
at you and then they bounce. And
They're
you're
like,
like,
I don't have a home. Yeah, I remember when John and I first apartment down on way down on Broadway and Troop in '99. There was
Oh my
a
God.
really serious pack of dogs, and they were high on life, man. They were not upset. They were like, "Hey, what's going on? I get some food." And there was like big ones, little ones. That was a crazy time, man.
It was awesome time.
I remember telling Billy, I was like, "Come on, man, we all set. I got a gig for you. We're making tons of money. All you gotta do is get here." Bill's like, "Where's the gig?" I was like, "I don't have a gig.
There's no gig.
There's no gig.
Working on this.
Is there a bedroom? No. Oh, there's no bedroom, but we got a spot for you."
We yanked that mattress and I was sleeping above the bathroom.
Hey, man, whatever it takes.
I would wake
Whatever
up
it
and
take.
bang my head on that pipe.
Oh man.
Whatever it takes.
I don't know how you got up there drunk. That was what I always couldn't figure out.
I was always amazed, too. I was like, damn, that's some coordination.
I'm surprised I never rolled off. Like underneath.
Wasn't there like a
it,
pole there or something that kind of like would block you? There was kind of like a
No.
pole.
It was like
there
a heating. It was like a. Yeah,
was something there,
There was
right?
the pipe you hit your head on.
Yeah, but that went the other
It wouldn't
way.
block you. No, it just smashed your head on.
Smash my head every time.
And John had a real job then. Like John basically had
right.
to say, he was like really making money, and he had to put up with us. Like we're like,
Yeah.
Billy be bringing scraps back from the El Cafe. We like shared a half-eaten steak once.
They're like,
Like just cut off the bite marks.
you know, you work a shift and they'd be like, you can take like a meal home. I'd make like a week's worth of shit in one day.
Hell yeah.
Jam it in there. Josh would be like, we eating good today, Billy?
I remember when you worked at El Cafe.
Oh yeah, that was a nice little run there.
That was fucking early.
That's when like these kids don't know. People used to smoke cigarettes like chimney in the restaurant. You
I
couldn't
know.
even taste
Yeah.
your food.
Every bar, everything.
Just cigarettes.
I smell like
That's
cigarettes all the
really
time.
a big marker of different eras, not just 9/11,
Yes.
but the smoking part.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. As soon as you went out, you came home, your clothes just stunk, dude. You
Yeah,
smell it
it
in your
was
house,
different.
man. You're like, whoa.
It kept
Like,
it a
you
little
knew you
raw
were in a
though. I
bar.
mean, it's way better for everyone's health, but
Of course.
Sure.
Absolutely.
New York was more fun when you could do that though.
Yes, it was. Places were funner and a little bit more edgier too, you know. Like now, everything kind of is like the same or like a spin-off of something else. That's
Well,
already-
people were making their own
There's, like,
scene
templates.
kind of thing. It wasn't as homogenized.
No,
you
back
know?
then it was like you came up with your idea and you fucking executed it. But now there's like a template for everything. You can do everything in like a template that's supposed to be successful.
Because there's so much money and investors behind
Yeah.
everything. Did you
It's
go to the
weird.
tunnel when you first moved to New York? Did you
I
ever
did go to the tunnel. Yeah. They had a half pipe.
I've
in
been there a
there.
couple of times, but
Yeah, I went to the tunnel. I used to go to the Limelight all the time.
Limelight I went to.
I went there all the time, man. Like there was at least a year where I was like every Sunday I was there because they had great shows on Sundays. I loved hanging out there.
Life. There's a big club called Life on Bleecker. Did you ever go to that?
I don't think so.
That was another huge. It was like the era of massive.
Let's go to
nightclubs.
Palladium.
Palladium. I never
Yeah.
went to Palladium.
There was like a lot. That was the era of a lot of drugs, man. There was a lot of drugs that time.
Good drugs, good
Yeah,
drugs.
that time was crazy.
That was a
time-
lot of, yeah.
That time.
Bad time, sex and drugs and free living. It's terrible. And I was single then. It was terrible.
Sounds like a nightmare. Well, you know, you had to deal with all the wild dogs running around New York.
That time was like.
You're like, I'm on a
When I-
date.
when I
These
hear
dogs
the-
trying to rip me to shreds.
Well, that was that time period, like that age. You
Right.
know, like now I couldn't handle that. Now I'd be like, get me the fuck out of here, please. Take me to the top of the mountain where there's no sun, where there's only sun.
Yeah.
To where the glacier is. I want to go to the glacier and trip out
Yeah, that's what I
where
like.
there's no shade.
That's the way to do it.
I was on Lake Michigan. I was like, I think I'll take a swim. It's cold as shit. I felt great.
I bet. Crisp.
I was like, I swam out. I was like, what's
Yeah,
that? What do you need?
Oh, no. I was just asking if you
No,
could pass
we
the
need.
bottle. Thank you.
I swam way far out and I looked at fire got small. I was like, ooh, I should come back.
How big is that lake? Huge?
It's big.
Yeah.
You don't see the other side.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We went to Wisconsin. It was the first time I went to Wisconsin. And we stopped, I don't know what lake it was, but it was one of those.
Lake Michigan.
Lake Michigan. And I was like, damn.
I took him down like South Shore, but beneath that, down there where you got to go down the cliffs and walk down the.
Oh, yeah, it's nice.
Yeah, I straight up looked at Bill. I was like, dude, if you blindfolded me and dropped me off here, I'd be the first motherfucker to die of thirst by a lake. 'Cause I think this shit was the ocean. Because that shit looked like the ocean to me. I was like, this is not a lake.
That's a
Like,
trip,
this is
man.
not a lake.
It's amazing.
Like,
It's amazing.
lakes on the East Coast are not like that, you know?
No, I always tell people
small.
and then I show them a picture.
It's
What I
just
mean.
huge. That's insane.
Not of Lake Michigan, but of the lake my parents go to. Even that's huge.
That's
for
Erie,
East
though,
Coast.
right? Is that
No, they're on a smaller lake outside of Hayward.
outside of it?
But that is close to Superior.
Yeah, Superior.
No one's up there, man. It's crazy to me that nobody goes up there in the summer. Like, it's like half empty. All these
Really?
lodges are like half open, half just summer.
We should do a big trip.
That'd be amazing.
That would be great.
That we should go. We could stay at my folks' place, and then we could go farther in the Upper Peninsula.
Is there places you
It
can
gets-
rent and stuff or no?
Oh yeah.
Yeah?
But if you go to the UP, that's like super wild. I've never been up there, but I
Let's
really
do
wanna
that.
go.
Let's plan that next summer.
Yeah, it'd be awesome.
That'd be really cool. I'm down for that.
Yeah,
A
it's
friend trip.
dude. It's
Friend trip.
I haven't been on an acid trip lately, but I am going on a friend trip. Guys, don't freak out because we're really good friends. Friend trip.
You know you're down.
I'm always down for the friend trip. I'm freaking out. I got too many friends. I'm freaking out.
I'm tripping out, man.
Danny, what should we do? More rum.
Oh man, I think I've been laughing since we started. I haven't stopped laughing.
Danny, you give your kids rum. You're like, he's like, oh, I broke my arm. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, we do that.
Take a
My
little
whole
rum.
family does that with the teething. When you're teething, everybody in my family has had
a
rum in their mouth at whenever your teeth start coming in. They just
Broadcast
they put it
is
on there.
brought to you by. Sounds great, right?
You would never go after drinking that shit.
We were gonna start a rum company for a little while. I don't know. You gonna?
I'm still
Danny's
down.
like rum pum pum or some shit. Where are you gonna?
No,
go?
Rumpa Pums was going to be the venue, the live venue that I want to open.
Oh, rum.
Yeah,
And have your own rum.
Rumpa
Come
Pums,
on.
the house rum.
You're close.
Yeah. I got that one got bought out from under me, and then the place I wanted to open it up in down the street, I got beat by some retired lawyer that's going to open up a roast beef shop.
Bastard.
I was like, man, what is happening?
How big of a roast beef shop is he opening?
It's big. It's big.
In this economy,
Like roast beef.
Yeah, roast beef shop.
Guys sees the
Yeah.
future.
Oddly enough, I didn't know that, but out there, I've seen. I don't know if it's a newer thing, because I had never seen it growing up. It's
called Arby's,
There's
dude.
roast beef place. No, not Arby's.
I'm just
There's like
kidding.
roast beef like shops, like sandwich shops. It'd be like New Bedford roast beef, and I'm like, what? And
Like,
people go
it's
in
like
there
a
and
new
get
thing?
roast beef sandwich.
Yeah, it's like in LA, everything's charbroiled hamburgers. Everything's charbroiled.
Aren't they all charbroiled?
I don't know. Maybe a little less charbroiled.
Who is this char anyway?
I got two friends, charbroiled and roast beef.
Oh man. But yeah, still maybe, who knows, someday.
I think it'll be. I know you'd be a great club owner. I know that. I just don't know if you would have got the foot traffic there.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you had it worked
Yeah,
out.
yeah. People like to go out there, and they need a good
Right.
live venue.
Right. Yeah. That's one of those things. Either it pops or you just slowly sort of lose money for a long time.
True, and that kind of life. That's really why I kind of dragged my feet.
You got
On
to
that
book
venture.
bands. I mean, it's a lot
Yeah,
of work.
I'm not
man.
worried about the administration work. It was just the life of like, it's fucking it's evening life. In the evening time, I kind of shut down.
And you got to be in the city. It would be
like chilling.
insane.
Yeah, I'd have to be here. Yeah, exactly. It would have been crazy.
It would have been crazy.
Open a strip club
A
called
roast
Roast
beef.
Oh man, gross.
For the record, Danny said. Billy said that. Welcome to roast beef.
Oh God.
Tip the girls.
That sounds so horrible.
It just smells like roast beef right when you go
Sounds like
in.
the
You don't want to eat at a strip club, right? That's kind of gross.
I had to on tour once.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Did you go get like legs and
shame.
eggs and shit?
The shame. The shame. I got back to the bus. Everyone was like, I'm hungry too, but man, that was grimy as fuck.
Ugh. Yikes. No. Fuck it is.
What do you think the worst song you could possibly play in a strip club?
That's a real.
I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of them.
That's a very loaded question there, Billy.
No,
I'm gonna
don't know.
say
I don't know.
redemption song.
That's a great answer.
Really bad.
That's a great answer.
Really bad. We really break it down.
Trying to imagine it, dude. Oh, pirates! Yes, there. He goes
like,
dancing. He's like, no.
You're like, yo, get that off the
Smash the
stage.
fucking DJ. He punched the DJ out.
Yeah, you'd be like, get her off. Get her off the stage.
Off! I burn you.
Yo, but I think that's it.
I think that's it too. No,
I
I'm not
don't know.
contesting
I
that
don't know if
at all.
anyone could top that. Ave Maria or something? I don't know.
Ave Maria.
Silent Night. would be pretty
Silent Night
dark.
would be pretty bad.
And you know some
That
ding
messed
dong
me up.
tried it.
That
If you
was-
heard that, you'd be like, really?
I mean, it's pretty bad though. I wouldn't want to hear it.
Who would start? Who started the fire? Billy Joel. I don't want to hear that at a strip club either.
No, that's
It's just a horrible song though. It wouldn't make me it wouldn't make me just get up and leave.
losing my
No.
religion.
We know you lost it. Like you never had it, girl. Have you ever been in the Palms rehearsals?
No, I know a few people that have though. They say it's a regular rehearsal place.
Is that what Troy says? It sounds like-
Yeah, he's one of the people. How do you segue from that?
Downtown Cleveland. Not a lot of options then. Before LeBron. It's a shame. Things you do in your 20s.
Before LeBron. That is interesting what he's doing, huh? That's pretty awesome, man.
Yeah, I don't
it's
know.
so
How
cool,
can you hate
man.
the kid? He's amazing.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
love
what do you
that.
say,
I
right?
love all that he's opening that school and his whole thing behind it, like free tuition. you know.
Amazing.
It's so fucking amazing, man. What a precedent to
And the
set
kid, he didn't have
for everybody else that's out there.
It's just
making
sad
shit
that
happen.
that's what. It's amazing what he did, but it's just sad that we have to rely on these super rich people to do cool shit.
I know that that's what this
It's
country
like-
is, right?
just
It's like philanthropy.
There's no public schools, just shit.
Yeah.
They just took all the money out of it.
I know, but it is amazing that certain people are stepping up and
It is.
setting a precedent for it.
It'd be great if
More people
Yeah.
would do it. That would be excellent, and then really put like this institution to shame. Just be like, look at us, like,
You
we're
guys,
fucking
It'd
doing
just be
it.
nice
man.
if it didn't have to rely on the oligarch kind of thing to supply us with charity and
Yeah.
mercy. I mean, not that he is he's amazing, but I just mean in general, it's
Yeah.
fucked up that we're sort of like
Yeah, absolutely.
hoping that Elon Musk gives $300 million to New York
Yeah.
public schools.
Yeah. Oh, is he saying he's going to
No,
do that?
I'm just saying,
Oh.
it just.
Oh, that
it's
would've been great, though,
That's
huh?
the only way it works, right?
All right,
now,
right.
the way the system is now.
He can't run for president, right? No, because he wasn't born here.
Oh, is that right? Is he?
yeah, he's from
I think
South
he's
Africa.
South African, yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
He would have been great.
Oh, dude, he would.
It would have been good, man.
He'd have been because he likes to make money too. America loves the dude in there who makes money.
I love him, dude. I'm telling you.
He's cool.
I'm a proud Tesla stock owner. I'm into Tesla.
My brother has a Tesla.
We've talked about that before.
So my
I
brother-
want
my-
one so
my brother
bad.
pulled up. My dad, he just went in my ear. We don't know how much he makes. My dad said, "I think your brother's rich."
I keep that's been me. That's been me and the lady's goal, man, is to get a Tesla one day. It's like, yes, that's like we worked hard. We got here. We want a fucking Tesla,
that thing,
man.
that
Right.
thing,
Want
that
a
thing
Tesla.
goes, man.
It does go. It's fucking
scary.
cool car, man. I'll tell you, the first
It's
time
cool,
I heard about
but
Tesla,
it's scary because you don't hear it, and all of a sudden you're doing like 110 miles an hour.
because you don't hear it, you don't feel it.
The jump
There's
is
no
cool.
motor.
The jump is like, pop.
Yeah.
Like there's
Damn.
no whoop. It's
Super
just
torque.
boom.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's light.
yeah. It's an amazing vehicle. It's great. I heard about them back in the day.
Podcast brought to you by Tesla and roast beef, a new club around the corner.
When I lived at Montrose, that's when I first learned about Tesla back then, and I was like, man, I'm feeling this fucking. I used to be a spot. I don't remember the name of the magazine, but it was some Italian car magazine I used to read, and it was all about like the technology of cars and the art design of the car. It wasn't.
Right,
it was more
right.
about the aesthetics and then like whatever new technology they were implementing.
Right,
Well,
right,
that's all that they talked about. And I heard about Tesla at that time, and I was like, oh shit. I was like, I need to fucking buy some stocks in this motherfucker. And everybody in my family was like, I don't know, that doesn't sound like a good idea. It looks crazy. I'm like, I'm glad I did, but I could have done.
Oh, you bought it back
more.
then. You bought it
no,
back
no.
then.
I waited a little bit, but if I had bought then,
If you bought then, you'd be. I mean,
oh my
Yeah,
god,
you'd be into it now. Like,
Well, it's just like if we would have bought a building in Williamsburg
Sure.
for $100,000,
Sure.
we'd all be millionaires. But $100,000 for us was like we're living on granola bars.
yeah,
you know,
yeah, it
we're
was,
like
yeah, it wasn't attainable.
we took all that weed money, we could have bought a building.
I know, it's true.
We smoked a building away.
It's
guys.
true. It's true. We did. It's true. Even the garage down here where the ramp was, that shit. If I had bought that shit from that guy, man.
How much
Now,
could you got
yeah.
that for him?
At the time, I could have bought it for like $300,000. I know that property.
That's
dude.
a
that's
fatty
like that's like a
chunk of the
$4 million
corner. Yeah.
property now.
That was cheap then.
I know 300,000, but it was he just would have taken it.
That place was crazy. You had,
It was awesome.
and it was like the last Big hurrah. You know?
Yeah, that place was great, man.
I saw.
It was
I remember
so
just
good.
like you guys, I was on tour a lot at that time. I come back and everyone's hitting half pipe pretty
Yep.
hard. And I was like,
Yeah.
well, I could ruin my career here, but I really want to drop in, but I don't know.
I've seen a few nice wipeouts.
Who had the best wipeout?
I would say bless.
Even I know about that one.
Oh
I
man.
remember seeing that shit.
Yeah,
he
even I-
dropped in, went over the board, and his chest.
But how he
just
built
went
up to it though.
Bang!
He was
Hit
like,
it.
I could do this. And we were like, ooh, I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe you shouldn't
I
do
don't
it, bro.
know. I was like, how you never really rode a skateboard? And he said, no, I did. I'm like, no, not like that. Like, I don't know. You should not do this. And he's like, no, I got this. You think I'm scared? And he just like, all of a sudden I saw the board going down.
slammed so hard into that transition.
In his
But
defense,
then
he got up.
He got up in like a split
did it
second,
again.
got up and did it, and then did it again.
Yeah.
But like he
did it,
pulled
like-
it off the second time, I think.
Yeah, the second or third time he pulled
But
it
that
off.
wipeout on the first
Oh.
one was brutal.
Yeah, I can't believe he got up and did it again. He showed some determination with that shit. He's like,
You showed a lot of determination with that kid. You got the job. Nah, I never. I was like, yeah, it's a broken wrist, possibly.
yeah. I actually broke my wrist on that.
Yeah, someone
Yeah,
broke their arm.
it was my
too.
birthday.
Oh, that was your wrist. I thought
Yeah, it
someone
was my
else-
wrist. Yeah, that sucked.
It got crazy when you put the
I think I was
extension
there.
That's how I did it. Yeah.
on there too. That was like, oh shit, there's like 3 feet of vert on this thing
Yeah.
now. So it was like
Four.
this- like
It's a
wall.
tough sport
Yeah.
if you're not doing it all the time. You know, it's a
Yeah.
tough like.
I busted my wrist at the end of the night after a birthday party when I was way too intoxicated to be on it at that point. When you drop it on a half pipe,
Yeah,
there's
and
no
when the
pushing.
half
You're
pipe
just
is-
staying on it. You're like, I'm staying on this motherfucking thing
But
right
no
here.
one would ever put a half pipe that close to the bar. Like your bar was within 5 feet of the half pipe. It
In a
was
real
like-
bar. In a
You
real
had
bar.
a real. It was like I've been drinking all night, and there's a skateboard and a half pipe. There's a reason there's not half pipe bars.
I found that magazine recently, the Elements magazine that they did the photo shoot in.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Oh, shit.
Yeah, dude. I was looking at that. I was like, oh my god, dude, this is wild.
So they did a whole shoot in your old law.
Yeah. Yeah, with
It was
Matt,
like that
Monica,
Tribes of New York.
BU,
That was the name of the-
Isha, Claudia, some other people that came. Some people I didn't even know. That was the night that we went to town. Me, you, and Matt did the 151 rum tiki drinks all night the night before. We had the photo shoot at like it was like 12. And we got up at like 11:40. I mean, this was a long time ago.
We did the 151.
We were like, oh, we got up. We were like, oh shit, banging ass fucking headache. We had to do pictures and shit. I'm like, what the hell is going on right now? What the fuck was I doing?
What a crazy time. Who the fuck do you think you are?
I know.
Full-time derelict squad.
I know. For a long time, man. For like 20 years, we were just like cavalier.
When you had that place
lifestyle.
in Greenpoint, oh my god, you had so many people over there.
What place agreed? The studio? When we
No,
all
the
had the studio?
apartment. No,
Oh,
the
the apartment.
apartment.
Yeah. I know. Idio was there. Bill was there. Me. Oh my god.
That's what like that time just reminds me of that fucking table with the
Yeah,
ASR
with everything set up,
and it
the
was
sampler,
like
the
two
turntables.
and it was just like
Every week was a
yeah.
reggae party
And
too
you're
that we
like,
did.
I don't really fall asleep until
Somewhere.
6 in
Oh
the
man, we
morning.
had great.
And
I mean,
it
I was
just
just
fucking
saying,
late, you know.
Yeah, man. Me
Those-
and you used to make beats in the middle of the night till 4 in the morning.
those
just
Black
making
Betty
beats.
parties were fun.
That shit was
man.
fun, man.
Oh man, Black Betty. Oh, I love that shit.
Bill used to drive my Saab home, and I don't know, it was like probably like bumper cars. We were so wasted, but nobody lived there. I think we just went down Kent like
Yeah, we were just like, we just gotta go.
Yeah, I
I was like, Billy, you think you can make it back? You're like, I think I got this. I think I got
I
this.
can say I never
I was
hit
like, I
anything.
hope so.
I never hit anything.
That you know of.
The worst thing that happened was remember
You did,
But there was nobody around at that
that's
time.
the thing. It was
there was
completely abandoned.
there was
Yeah.
no how
There-
different of a crazy like
This
that
is the
area to
thing.
now.
There
There's
wasn't-
cars all the time.
There were no
Yeah.
children.
And there was no
I
children.
remember seeing a child in Williamsburg and be like,
like,
get
whoa.
that child out of here.
yeah, what are you doing here with that
Who brought
child?
that child here? There's also very few women, which really sucked.
Yeah. There wasn't many women, and there's no cars, man. The cars were like, you would see like over there at where Black Betty was, you would maybe see like 4 cars parked.
Yeah, you wouldn't see
Oh, yeah.
going down.
It wasn't hard to get a
Now,
parking.
try
Yeah,
to park there now. There's no parking.
You try to park there now. I'm a New York dog and I can't even find parking.
Char can't even find a parking spot.
It's a shame.
Char owns the place.
Chow was farting while he was farting.
I went to roast beef. Parking lot's full. No, I mean,
But it's true, though.
Those parties were insane, though.
Those parties were great, man. I remember as soon as I knew we were about to go on and shit, I was like, okay, let me disappear. I would disappear for a little bit. Josh would be like, Danny's on the station. I'd be like, no, not going. Gotta wait. Hanging out back here. I'll take another rum, please. Danny's on to the stage. I'm like, no, I'm gonna wait.
This motherfucker make me like, what do you think this is, Vegas? I gotta announce Danny's Zion. You want a cape and some horns to play?
But you know that shit worked good. You know that shit worked good. At that time, it was good. The music, you guys just start the music and shit. Then I would come out.
Really?
And it was like, yeah.
What's like pam, 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 pam. It's Danny's Zion.
Yeah. I was like, yeah, flash it. You know, you remember that, right?
Keep the
Watch
cape.
that, y'all.
Oh man.
I love that.
Then you started the Stinger thing.
Oh, the Stingers. I missed that place, though.
Anything goes. Anything goes at the Stinger.
It did, but I loved it, man. That
I
place
could
was
never
like,
figure out where the dead body was, but it smelled like a dead body.
You know what that was, right?
What?
That was the mats behind the bar. That when all the bartenders are pouring the draft, the beer falls in between the little holes in the mat.
And they just never cleaned it?
They just never cleaned it, so it started fermenting, and like you would go in there. They probably cleaned it like once every
It got
2
in the
weeks,
wood,
so it
got
would
the
get
tile.
stinky, and then they'd wash it. Then
Only
it
when
would get
it was
stinky. Yeah,
They just didn't maintain.
they didn't maintain it.
Yeah, not much was maintained.
I remember
Those
one time we
bastards.
played. Remember one time it was real bad. We had a gig. I remember
we played there. Yeah.
During the one day when it was horrible. Like we walked in, I was like, oh man, what the hell is this smell? It was terrible.
I mean, it was cool, that place, you know. Just, that was cool because there was still like a cross. It was like locals would go.
Yeah, it was-
and like hipsters would go, and like
That's like the epitome of like what's happening now.
new little
There's like the
scenes.
beginning of it.
everybody would like.
Yeah,
it was
be
like
gangsters hanging out with
It was
like people like us, which we kind of fell in the middle of like that style, and then also like real like
Music.
artists and
Yeah.
music and stuff. Then you'd have like people that just like kind of following the artists and music and stuff. I remember one time we had a gig there. We walked in and there was a dude sitting at the bar with no clothes on. Do you remember that? No, you don't remember that? Because they had a sign above the bar that said if you drank, it was some amount that if you drank something, or if you took your clothes, that's it. If you took your clothes off, your bill was wiped clean or something like that.
Right.
And I walked in for the gig, and this dude was sitting at the bar with no clothing on. I was like, wow, somebody
He
actually
took it
took that
seriously.
seriously.
Probably took
Like,
that sign down after that.
I was like, I'll put that shit to.
Some
Just-
German
not
lady
good for
owned that,
business.
right?
I don't think she was German. Was she German? She might have been German. I forgot her name. What was her name? Like
forgot.
Katrina or something? Katrina.
Something like that, yeah. I can never figure out which building that is on Grand now when I walk by. I think it's gone. I think that building's...
Yeah, I think it's gone too.
Wasn't it like after it became something else, then something else opened right next door? Because remember, Stinger's door was like set in
Yeah,
a
Lucky
little
Cat.
bit,
Yeah,
and then
Lucky
Lucky
Cat,
Cat, that's
was like
right.
next to it, next to it.
Yeah.
I mean, I had some great times in there with both of you guys and like Doug late at night.
Oh God,
Drinking Guinness and shit. Oh my God, it's 5 a.m.
Doug
The place
was
closed
fun,
already.
man.
It
Doug
was
was
super
fun. His era was Sweetwater. They were like...
Yeah.
And we got they were like, I don't know, that place is kind of grimy.
I went to Sweetwater a few times, but yeah. It wasn't.
I eat there now. It's just hard to. It was hard
I
to
went
get
there
to
with
that
you.
point because of how raw it was.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
It's fucking the best spot in my neighborhood for
That
sure.
day I went with you, I tripped out in there. I was like, oh my God,
nice
this is
in
like
there.
a fancy restaurant right now. I was like, I remember sitting at this bar and like just drinking with some dirty ass dudes here. And now I'm sitting here eating like a $40 entree.
That was like the only bar open, that in Rosemary's, I think, before our time.
Yeah, there wasn't
There was
much.
not that much.
There was what was Rocky's place?
The Crow's Nest,
Rockstar Bar.
Rockstar Bar. Yeah, down on Kent.
And before it was Rockstar Bar, I think it was something else, but it was the guy Rocky owned it.
He always had striped shirts on. He had that like.
Did he? I don't remember.
I
that.
just remember seeing him like behind that. I went to a few things.
He
there,
looked like
too.
a Rocky.
Yeah, and he always had this like black and white striped shirt on.
So many old school characters, and then
He
they
was in
saw
New York,
that
though.
whole-
Larry.
They saw, they saw
That's
that
the ultimate
influx, and they
fucking-
were like, cool, and then it was like then they just got lost in the.
Yeah.
It's like the era's changing so fast.
Yeah. And they were older too. A lot of these.
They were
people
kind of
older.
glad to see it change a little bit, but then they just disappeared. That's the sad part. You like
Right.
don't see them anymore because there's
Well, they might have sold the building and got some money. Or...
Went to Florida.
died.
I mean, we're talking 20 years ago.
Died. Yeah. Oh yeah. All those guys. All those guys
Some of those people we're
Rocky
talking about were
died.
like 50, 60, 50. So then they'd be 70 now.
Yeah. Slick died. Rocky died.
Slick died, yeah.
Slick.
Rocky
Wow.
died too? He did die?
Was the guy on Rockstar
Yeah,
Bar?
he
I'm
died.
quite sure. Yeah.
Oh, shit. You think Larry's still alive?
Yeah. I heard he works at a bus depot,
Oh, shit.
and he's like super clean and
Oh,
together.
good for him.
Yeah.
I saw him.
Someone just
like,
told me that. Who
3
told me
years
that?
ago.
He was...
Like 2 or 3 years ago in the city, over on Bowery. And he came up to me. He's like, hey, you remember me? I was like, holy shit.
Did he look like he was okay?
Oh, I
or-
was there with you. That was a long
No,
time
no,
ago.
it wasn't when we were working on that set.
Oh, okay.
This is like a couple years ago.
Oh, really? Because
Yeah,
I remember
'Cause
that
I
one.
heard he
that-
had-
that
shit
was crazy
together.
too.
Yeah.
Like-
He had a gold chain on and shit. I was like, yeah, what? Now you got a gold chain on? He had a sweater.
remember
I was
he-
like, this dude got
I
a
remember
sweater
for a
on,
while,
man.
He had dumpster dived some giant double dong. And like every time you talk to him, he's like, I want to show you something. You're like, I don't know. Was he going to sell me a fax machine? I bought a fax machine.
Did you? I bought that boombox from him, that 80s boombox that I have.
Yeah. I bought a
bought it from
DVX
him.
compressor from him.
Yeah.
One, and then he'd just go in his bag and he pulled out this huge double dong. He's like, how'd you like some of this? I'm like, get away from me, you psycho. He had hands though, man. Seeing him.
Yeah, he did.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, he'd have that mattress wrapped around the telephone pole, and he'd
That
just
was
like, be
so
boxing
Brooklyn.
out there.
Yeah.
Like, raining.
Yeah, he'd
freezing
be working
rain,
out,
and he was ripped.
He lived in a tank
Yeah.
top, man. That's what I'm saying. When I saw him wearing a sweater in Manhattan, like all cleaned up, I was like, yo, this dude got a sweater and a gold chain. It's crazy. Because he like lived
I
in like
heard
a
he has
tank
I
top.
heard he has a real job and was really cleaned up.
It's so crazy that he was like a pro boxer, man.
Didn't he fight before the Hagler Hearns fight?
Yeah.
Or like the Hagler
Yeah.
Leonard fight?
Yes.
It's so
Like
crazy.
one of those,
Yep.
like some mega fight.
Yeah,
was
yeah.
on
He was
the
a champion. He was WO champion. He was
Welter,
I forgot what
right?
year.
welterweight.
That was
Yeah, I would say he was
80,
probably welterweight.
that was like
84 or
83,
something.
Yeah, 83, 84.
Yeah, he was a big deal, man. You know that he was never homeless all that time? We thought he was homeless. He wasn't homeless.
It makes sense.
He lived on the street and stayed on the street and did his workings on the street. And when we would deal with him, he was like out dumpster diving and getting things to sell and things like that. But like every week, he'd go home for like a day or two. And he had like
Or
his mom. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he'd like be back out on the street, living on the street for like 6 or 7 days. And it was crazy. It's like a gypsy, I guess, a little bit. Like
Kind of.
gypsy style.
Right?
A gypsy that does crack all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I never saw him fucked up.
But he was cracking.
No doubt.
No doubt.
No doubt. But I never saw him fucked up.
I
Like,
saw him like where you're just like, I'm gonna let Larry be. I
Yeah.
lived right next to him. I mean, he was always between Slick and
Yeah.
6th. He was, but really on 4th where that rehearsal space.
Yeah, where the rehearsal space was.
Yeah,
That's where
yeah.
he had his mattress.
Yeah,
that was
yeah.
kind of his home.
That was
little-
home, yeah. But he was like, I watch out for you guys. Nothing's gonna happen to you guys. I watch out for you guys.
Yeah, he did watch out. too.
Always,
Yeah.
always, man. And I always used to think, man, you know what? I feel kind of safe because Larry would jump out a trash can and beat some motherfucker's ass right now.
Remember we saw him? He was like carrying a fridge on his back.
Yo.
He was just like, hey guys.
Yeah. One time I bought that table that you mentioned earlier that had the ASR and the turntables on and stuff, the big heavy table. That was like a heavy industrial table. It wasn't like those cheap picnic tables you buy at fucking Target for
Real
$50.
wood, Werner.
It was real. It was metal legs, you know, it was heavy as fuck, man.
Let's talk about tables for the next hour.
This dude came by and was like, "Hey, what do you need? What are you looking for, Dad?" I was like, "I need a table. I need a table for my house to put some music equipment on." Okay, I got you. Disappeared for about an hour. Came back. He had that huge, heavy ass table. I was like, I didn't expect him to do. I'm walking back home. I didn't even drive there. I was like, what do I do with this? He's like, oh, I'll take it to your house. I was like, that's impossible. We're gonna carry this all the way there. And he was like, I'm gonna carry it. I was like, what? Right. He got on a bicycle, put that shit on one arm, and rode that shit all the way.
Yeah, he's a beast, man. He did
Dude,
not lose his strength. Crack
I
did
was
not
like,
make him weak.
what
He was a
is
beast.
happening?
Crack did not make him weak, and it didn't make him evil either. He was
No,
just
he
kind
was
of
like a
funny
nice
and sweet
and strong as fuck.
and kind of like solid.
Yeah.
Slick hated him though. Him and
That's
Slick,
genetics,
Him and
man.
Slick were like,
That's just genetics. He had good genetics, man. That dude was probably a beast athlete.
yeah,
in
but
his
not
prime,
for it
you
not
know?
to make you evil and like do like
Yeah, to just,
he
like,
didn't
your
rip
whole-
people. He didn't seem like he ripped.
Oh no, I was
rip
talking about
anyone.
being solid.
Oh no,
that's
his
genetics,
body- No,
man.
you can't. Yeah, he kept his muscle. It was crazy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He was like jacked.
We're talking about this like high level of physique on a crack.
This podcast is about.
Like this dude was. But
Listen,
he was,
crack-
He was the pillar
He was
of
the-
health.
Let me tell you
except for
something.
the crack.
You might be an in-shape crackhead, but we knew the most in-shape,
We did though.
honest crackhead.
I'd put him up against any in shape crackhead that
dude.
you got.
How much
What
did you
in shape
think he
crackhead you
weighed?
got? Let's bring him on.
Put him in the ring.
What do you think he weighed? Like he was maybe like what 140?
No,
More than
less.
that.
No. I don't think
He was
so.
kind of short, right?
Yeah, he's 140. Yeah, 140.
So like 140, but like the type of like MMA.
Yeah,
140.
ripped, man, muscle.
Smoking crack. And I'm not like
it's like
really
140
kind of
soaking
fucking
wet,
amazing.
145 smoking crack because he had all the crack. in his
Larry,
lungs.
Lawrence.
It's pretty fucking wild.
I would
man.
love to run into him. He was a cool guy.
He looked like Sugar Minot in a way,
Kinda.
right? It's
Yeah.
weird. He had that like Sugar Minot look.
I
Like they
remember-
cut from the same mold. You're like, there's only a few different human types. You know what I'm saying?
He would like like when I was walking with a girl, he'd like, hey buddy, oh I see you with Soul Sister. He'd be yelling shit at me. I'm like, chill, man. She's like, you know him? But hey buddy, I know what you're gonna do. I'm like, hey, come on, man.
So you know by name too. Like, all right, Larry, I'll see you later.
He's like, hey Josh.
What do you mean you see him later?
Yeah, what are you gonna do? Sell him some crack?
So
Is he coming over?
No, I don't know him. Do you need a fax machine? Get you one.
You can get you anything you need.
Remember that guy? There was a guy that lived on the water in an abandoned school bus, and he was the pimp for all those fucking.
No, I didn't know him.
Oh, he was really scary, and he had
He lived in a
this. He
school
had
bus,
this
some of them?
molting like. He had this German Shepherd was like molting. It was like missing half its fur. But it was huge. It was like a wolf shepherd. And he kind of looked like he was molting. Like he had like this fur coat. Like he was fucking big, crazy looking dude. And he had the hose on the school bus.
Oh,
It was like a whole fucking homeless village over there.
oh man.
But that dude was gnarly. That dude was like
over there was the volcano, the skate park thing.
right. That was later.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's around when I came here. That was
Right, you
so you're
guys
talking-
did some video there, right? Like you and John went there and shot some shit. John
Probably.
has like
John-
hours of
Yeah, John
footage.
did. He went and shot there. I remember some skate footage he took there.
I remember. Yeah, I
Doesn't
remember,
John have like a movie of you?
like skating?
No,
back
just
then?
like didn't you guys make like a movie of you walking around Williamsburg and shit?
I have.
You getting all arty.
fucking idea. Yeah.
That's when Bill Scratch Perry was out.
You were modeling for.
Do you remember Bill Scratch Perry? Remember Bill was getting wacky for a while.
Oh yeah. I do remember that actually.
We were like, we're smoking too much weed.
We would make these tunes, and then we would just keep dubbing the same song over and over and over. And the night before, we're like, "This is so awesome!" You listen to it the next day, you're like, "I think we're about 12 blunts deep at that point."
There's got to be
That's not
thousands
fucking-
of songs.
Oh man, just things that we've done with each other, not things that you've done, that I've done that we never did.
Yeah,
anything
just
with.
us,
Just
like-
us three involved in the same sound.
Yeah.
There's so much.
Cool and Deadly Zionics and El Knife.
my
It's a lot of
God.
shit.
I was recently,
And just
this is-
in stuff that I did with you pre-Zionics.
But yeah, it was Zionics too.
I mean, well, I guess that's what I mean. Yeah, but you know,
Rastafari
the beginning,
for
the
children.
beginning of Zionics. Yeah, man. Holy
When
crap.
Danny first met him, he was all dreaded out. I was like, sing this shit, man. Rastafari free the children. He was like, I don't know. I was like, that shit's gonna be hot. That's all the stuff I listened to. He was like, who is this white dude from Milwaukee?
and you were deep on the MPC around that time too.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
were
I
rocking
was-
it.
Yeah, but he put me on an
Yeah,
audition
yeah.
though. He came into the shop, dude. This dude was like talking to me about reggae and shit. And I was like, yeah, I like reggae. He's like, come back to me. And I had never met. I mean, that was just my
I
ignorance
didn't
at that
make
time.
an audition. He's crazy.
He
man.
did make me audition, motherfucker.
I gave you the Peacemakers tape.
Yes, you came back in and you played me some songs. I was like, yo, look at what? This is legit, man.
That was the
the tape. Yeah.
4 tracks. It was on Albion.
Right.
That's where we cut that.
I thought we cut that in your mom's basement. But yeah, that makes sense. I don't know. Shit.
Yeah, but I just remember John, there's no more weed left in that pipe. And he would just and blow out these huge dragon fucking.
John gets
like
the engineering
smoke was,
credit.
Blue.
It was great though.
Yeah, dude,
I remember being blown away when I
fucking
listened.
tape. I wish I fucking had a copy of that still.
Someone's got it.
Someone's got it.
John is gonna be if it's anybody.
We all have a bunch of stuff. Well, we can wrap up since we're talking about this stuff now. Let's wrap up and just hang. Right, we did it. We did it. It's good.
Billy's gonna have a lot of
We having you on
edit
here, man.
Yeah, no, it's good. It's good. No, when I got some release dates,
Yeah, you come back.
Can you show all
do
the
that
back
stuff. Yeah, it's great.
right now,